So I'm at the grocery store doing a routine grocery shopping. And to my surprise, I see my husband. But he wasn't alone. He was with some lady I never seen or heard of before. I decided to avoid them, collect everything I went to the grocery store for, and I went up front, but I didn't go check out. I hid myself amongst some merchandise waiting for them to come up front. Here comes my husband, majestically pushing this woman cart full of groceries and some clothing and shoes merchandise added to this cart. I waited for them to proceed to check out. Everything got placed on the belt, simultaneously. When it was down to just a few stuff, I snuck up in the line because nobody was behind them. And I look at him, hey, you may as well just knock out two birds with one stone since you out here grocery shopping for other people. And she turned to me, she was like, other people, excuse me, who are you? I said, did I ask you for your identity? Did I ask you when I came up here? Did I say anything to you? I don't even want to know who you are. So don't worry about who I am. If you want to know who I am, you should be talking to the man who's about to pay for your grocery. So she turned to him. She was like, who is this lady? He don't want to say nothing. And I'm like, he's not going to say anything because you are a side chick. She was like, side chick. And she turned to him screaming, is that what I am? Is that what I am? I thought we had something good going on. I wanted a serious relationship. You told me we was going to settle down. I was like, wow. And the cashier looking confused. And the cashier was like, sir, should I ring up everything? And he nodded yes. I was like, see, I guess no explanation is needed. So she smacked him, pushed him, and went outside. So I ended up dumping all my stuff. Yeah, she didn't take her stuff. I ended up dumping all my groceries. He paid for everything. And that thing rang up almost to $700. I was like, okay, since she don't want her stuff, I'm just gonna collect both carts. I collected both carts. I started heading out one direction, and he just walked the other direction instead of helping me. But I didn't, request for him to help me because I knew maybe something else was going to, transpire. So I just kept on walking and he went the other direction. Before I could reach the second double door exit, I seen her standing outside. I was like, oh. So I parked my carts and I just stood in the corner. So then next thing I know, my husband pulls up next to her, trying to talk to her, trying to get her to get in the car. He was like, come on, let me take you home. She was like, no, I got my Uber coming out. He's like, you don't have to order Uber, we can talk about this. Let's go. Let me take you somewhere. Let's have dinner. Let's talk about it. I can explain. And in my head, I'm like, explain what? He came outside the car, grabbed this woman's hand, opened the door, and was about to lead her to sit in the front seat. I came out, pushed both of them, and slammed the door. I was like, wow, okay, I expected this to happen, but I didn't think that you had the nerve to just know that I was just in the store, but you still want to continue this infidelity with this woman. But no problem. I was like, ma'am, you was going to get your Uber, go ahead and get your Uber. So I sat in the front seat and shut the door. And then he came around and sat down. I said, what you sitting down for? My two carts is right there in the between the double doors. You should bring it and put it in the trunk and take me home. He was like, then you drive here. I said, don't push it. Don't push it because I already got pictures and everything. I've been recording everything that been happening here. Voice recording, pictures, everything attached. Don't push it. So he got out of the car, went, got my groceries and all the stuff she bought, and he put it in the car, and we left. When we left, soon we got home, he turned the car off and I snatched the car keys. He was like, what are you doing? I said, you're not going anywhere. Okay, snatched the car keys. When he brought the fresh groceries in and laid his phone down, I snatched the phone too. I took it inside the house and I just went to the room. I'm upstairs with the phone and the car keys, and all of a sudden the phone started to ring. The name that shows up on the screen was My Secret Love. And I'm like, okay, so I answered the phone. And I said, I know you're the one calling. If even you don't want to talk, I know you're the one calling. I know you side chicks are relentless. If this man want to secretly hook up with you again, you're doing it at your own risk. I'm not going to give you a chance to have my husband. So you may as well leave him alone. As I'm talking, the phone hangs up. and that my secret love contact everything, I started to take record of it in my own phone. I didn't say nothing. I just went ahead and put the phone down. When he came upstairs, I said, so she's your secret love. Well, what am I? Your public love? He was like, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just going to get rid of all that. And I want to say sorry about my behavior. Sorry that I cheated on you. And da, da, da. I was like, no, you don't have to be sorry. You already know who I am. So if you want to continue, you are the one who's not going to be at peace. Because if we ever end up in divorce, you know how you're going to go down financially.